Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is. And joining me tonight, I have the lovely Kaylie.
Hi,
Kaylie.
guys.
And Gavin.
Welcome to Monday.
How are we? It just always seems to be. It's Monday, then it's Friday, then it's Monday, Friday.
Hopefully, you sell some watches on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in between, or buy some watches.
Wow.
Well,
good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to Monday. I'd just like to say that we were about 30 seconds late because Spence had to go to the little boys' room, but we won't talk about that because he went once while we were at dinner as well. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing on Monday? World Cup. I mean, I know we did the show last week. I know it's Cyber Monday today.
Yep, and it's England Tuesday tomorrow.
England Wales.
Against the Welsh.
USA, Iran.
I know. Well, I've got to tell you, I was saying to Kaylie, not that Kaylie's anything about the betting, but she was talking about, what
You're
goes on.
You're going to give all the viewers the little heads up.
Well, it's a heads up, isn't it? I have a funny feeling that tomorrow, Iran versus the USA, you could see cards galore. If ever I've seen two nations.
One for bookings, yeah.
Yeah. So, the old yellow cards and all the rest of it. Yeah, wow. It could be a very, very interesting game. If you do have any questions for Spencer or Kaylie, please do pop them in the comments, and we'll try and get round to every single one of them as we go. Spencer, this is going to be massive disappointment for you, I know. Kaylie, you as well. In fact, you probably won't even know what I'm talking about. But Watchfinder did a top 25 channels.
No, I did, because O'Sheen kicked off on his Instagram today.
Go on.
Watchfinder did their top 25 YouTube channels, all their favourites.
Where were we?
No
we
way.
Didn't make the top 100.
Didn't make the cut.
We didn't make the top 500.
Well, I'll tell you what we need to do. We'll do our top 20. We'll do our top 50, and they won't make it either.
Funnily enough, I did go on their thing. I couldn't help myself, and I went, "Oh, I love that Watch Guy London."
Go on. So who was there?
Russell made it.
Yeah. So did Bark and Jack.
Yeah, Bark and Jack, of course, they're going to. Gringer, Jenny L. All your sort of favourites. Yeah.
Ocean, did he? Ocean?
No, he didn't. And then
he wrote an Instagram.
He made a lovely Instagram post saying, "Don't worry, everybody, they don't like me." But
what about Paul? He must be.
Paul Thorpe was there. Yeah, Paul made it. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's as good as us being there. I mean, let's face it, we are Paul Thorpe.
Yeah. Tim Jack says O'Sheen kicks off all the time. Kid Mambo, what happened to Argentina after Spencer drew them? You're like the kiss of death.
Just went wrong, didn't it?
And funnily enough, I was having breakfast with Mark, Heavenly Mark, and he gave me the £20 for the draw, and he went, "Oh God, just got no chance." And I went, "You never know."
Who did he get, by the way?
He got Iran, who beat Argentina. So we both went our separate ways. I texted him in the afternoon. I said, I can't believe it.
Wasn't so terrible.
But I have to say, it's been very, very exciting.
But I also think what you think's going to happen doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been amazing. So whoever you have got in the draw, and I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little World Cup rundown just to remind everybody who has what. So Kaylie, you got England.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it's amazing. Unfortunately, Ted Mack, you had Qatar, and to be fair, that was probably the worst person you could have drawn. Nick C's got Brazil. Aren't doing bad.
That's good.
James, Launchpod, you've got Serbia. That's not a bad shout. Argentina for Spencer. Matt H, you've got the Welsh. Neil Brennan, you've got Iran. Ray, you've got South Korea. That was, kind of a bit of disappointment today. Eric Christensen, you've got Japan. Heavenly Marky, Saudi Arabia. Trudy Lincoln, she's got Ecuador. Yeah. Your mum's got Ecuador.
Greggy Boy.
Greggy Boy's got Switzerland. Nicola's got Poland. Pete the Greek, he's got Canada. Spencer's guest. Now, did you give it away to somebody?
That was customer who bought a watch last Tuesday.
Fantastic.
I'll fill you in with the name.
Okay, he's got Croatia. Dioptre 75, you've got Denmark. Where are we up to? Denmark.
Des has got Netherlands.
Steve W's got Portugal.
Interesting.
Ian Nicholson texted me today when Ghana had their big result. He's got Ghana. Thurston Howe III, he's got Germany. 4CDs has got Spain. Russell Mad Watch Collector, he's got Belgium. You owe me a score, Russell, by the way. Robert James, you've got France. Walker Watches has got Senegal. Crawley Steve's got Tunisia. Old Watch Lady in Morocco. I think they've been very, very impressive, Morocco. Josh Benson has Uruguay. I'm delighted to say I am Cameroonian. I've got Cameroon. Thorpe's got United States. Red Shovel's got Mexico. Mr. Happy has Australia. And Lawrence Fahy has Costa Rica. So, yeah, fantastic.
Well, by next week, some of us will be out.
Yeah, I mean, By next week, a lot of us will be out. To be fair, a lot of us
down
will
to
be out.
16.
And what we have to do actually is we have to put our heads together one day in the office this week and work out what the prize we're going to buy with all the 20 quid.
What happens if one of us wins?
It's just
Charity.
for first, isn't it? Just for the winner.
Yeah, it's just for the winner. There's no second or third place.
Okay. See, it's not like I won at work.
Yeah, no, exactly. Kelvin O says Kaylie is the winner.
Thanks.
I don't know. I mean, can we? Can we do it?
We can't.
Well, do you know what? I'm really pleased that we've sort of reset expectations on the whole thing.
We can't.
Because having got off to a flying start, then been a little bit, devoid
boring. It was a boring game.
But
my Twitter was going mental.
Why?
As in, why aren't they putting Foden on? Why have they brought Henderson out? This is a joke. Southgate doesn't... Honestly,
I know.
All because they didn't start Foden. That's
Well,
it.
I've got to tell you, there is no way that Foden's not starting tomorrow.
No, it's not, because it will cause uproar.
I have a funny feeling. Or he'd definitely be coming on, because you can't just...
What's the point in bringing him if you're not going to put him on?
Well, exactly. And he's such a quality player as well. Not that I necessarily love Phil
Kaylie's
Foden.
going to be the new pundit.
I'm getting so into football at the minute.
Yeah. Right. Wrist check, guys. Wrist check. Sorry. Here we go. Kaylie, we had a rule today, didn't we? What was the rule, Kaylie?
No Rolex.
No Rolex. There's been too many messages to me going, Gavin, the whole show's always about Rolex. So
we've listened.
We've listened. Yeah. Kaylie, what are you wearing today?
So today, I am wearing a Cartier Santos.
A Cartier? Cartier Santos in blue. A little bit boy blue. Let's have a little look at this. Spencer, what can you tell me about this lovely little watch that she's nicked from the cupboard?
Fantastic watch for the money. I mean, that's about 6,000.
7,000 it is, but I believe it's brand new.
Brand new, rubber strap, Santos, big size, great for the money.
Yeah.
I love the Roman numerals on the dial. And a Santos has been a popular watch for forever.
Yeah.
Guys,
Cartier Santos are very popular.
I don't know what you think about
that.
They
don't hang around for long, these
guys,
pieces.
or if you have any Cartiers in your collection. I used to have one many, many years ago.
What, Santos?
No, I'm not sure it was actually. It definitely wasn't Santos actually, because it was round. I'm talking in the...
Pasha.
A Pasha.
Pasha. I had a Pasha. Yeah. I had the Pasha chronograph.
Did you?
Again, just...
I actually think I sold it to you about 20 years ago, funnily enough. There we go. Only because it just looked ridiculous on me.
It's nice though, isn't it?
Small,
yeah.
That's lovely.
Now that I've come to think about it, I don't think I did. I think it's still in my drawer.
You think you still got it?
Do you know what? I think I've still got it. I think it's right. I've got a box in a drawer with all bits in, and I've got a funny feeling it's
You've probably got some red subs.
No, I definitely haven't got any of those. Yeah, good choice, Kaylie.
Thanks.
Can't beat Cartier. They're on fire at the moment. There's been a big resurgence for Cartier across the board.
They've relaunched the Panther.
Right.
So the old Panther ladies used to sell for sort of 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah.
They've now brought it back out. The watch is almost 20,000 in gold.
It's almost 20 grand.
Wow.
Just to give you an idea.
Yeah, Ray, what a show with no Rolex. That's a first. Yeah, that is a first.
I even listened to you as well.
Yeah, you have as well.
Now
Come on.
this is a fantastic watch.
It is beautiful. I know exactly what that is because there's only one.
Breguet flyback.
This is So I look sometimes through the drawers and I think to myself, that is a beautiful. And Breguet are historical, quality watchmakers. Absolutely fantastic. Tell me about that. It's a flyback, is it?
Yeah.
So it's got the glass back on the movement, which you can show.
I'll flip it over and have a little look.
But again, big sight. What's that, Kaylie? 46?
Oh, God.
It's a tiny little window, to be fair. But yeah,
I mean, it's quite big. But this is obviously in excellent condition. This is, how much?
22,500.
Yeah.
This is £22,500?
Yeah.
Let's have another little look. Hold on a second. Let's just pop it back up on here so we can have a little look. Guys, what do you think of that?
I like the ratio between the dial and the strap, and obviously the rose gold as well.
Yeah, Tim's saying turn off your phone, Gavin. There's something I've learnt, Spence. My phone is completely turned off. It's in airplane mode. But if you have favourites in your contacts, and that was my daughter who is not feeling very well and is in Ireland, they can still get through.
Come through.
So I just cut her off. So that's a really good dad moment, isn't it? She'll be killing me later. Yeah, that's beautiful.
The brown with just everything going on with the watch.
Just really, really nice. I mean, it's a really solid case, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really chunky.
Very big.
Beautiful. Lovely. I picked currently what is my favourite watch in the watch box in the safe.
Ooh, okay.
I think we unboxed this a little while back, Kaylie.
Probably. Yeah, we did. No, we did.
Sorry, it's just got a little bit caught because my hands,
My
thumb's in a funny position. No, is this GP, this Gerard Perregaux, and I think this is a smashing watch.
You don't get many of these,
This really talks to me. This watch, I think this is an absolute
stunner.
do you know what? There's lots of things I love about it.
The styling
of the round case,
hexagonal.
Then you get the hexagonal, which I think is beautiful. I love the detail on the actual dial itself with the dots.
They call that like hobnail.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. And I just think it's a really kind of manly...
It's just got a lot going on, hasn't it? It's a lot
I think it's a fantastic, fantastic watch. I do love precious metals. I do love rose gold, as you know. And also the sort of the blue sort of crocodile strap as well. I'm saying it's crocodile like I know. I'm not sure it is. But it's a really nice, solid piece. And also I think, it's a Laureato, isn't it? Yeah. It's something that I think when it sits on your wrist, if you know, you know. You know, you could walk around, you could spot the Batmans and everything else. I just think it's a really...
Yeah, I do get what you mean. It's very...
Really
not everyone will
piece.
have that piece.
Yeah, Ian Nicholson saying the Breguet is 44mm. Have a little look at that, Spence. We might rest the Pepsi off your wrist after all.
Yeah, it really is beautiful.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And yet, still there. Maybe it'll be one for a future auction.
Maybe.
And last but not least, and I'm so pleased you brought an extra one in, Spence.
This is the...
Portugal just scored.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Oh.
Thank you very much for that, Jonathan Adamson. You'd have no idea.
We should have a bet because it's still
how happy that makes me. Yeah. I bet Portugal score.
If anyone wants to bet here...
Yeah.
Well, they'll all see it before us.
Well, they have done.
Yeah, exactly.
What guy?
Crossy boy, great to see something that's not Rolex for a change. Yeah, Ronaldo scored.
Yes.
There you go. Amazing. That's another winner, Spence.
Love Ronaldo.
Second half goals. It's all about the second half goals.
I need to get on that.
This is another watch that you've picked out, Spence. Why did you pick out this AP?
There's something. It's just smart, not too big, low key. It's just a great watch.
Yeah, some may say that APs are not low key, but I agree. Compared to the big Paul Thorpe APs, big
compared
chunky
to the
mothers,
offshores,
I think it's absolutely stunning.
I love an AP. I really like this one.
There was a ladies' one as well, wasn't there?
Yeah,
I know you didn't bring it, but it's...
But we've got a smaller one.
So there could be a his and hers for Christmas, right?
Let's have a look at this. This actually suits
Spence,
me a lot better.
You like it, don't you?
I mean, I think that's stunning, Spencer. I think that's beautiful.
And there are times where people don't always wear a large... Something
just something
smaller.
a little bit more unassuming. I have come to realise that minus the hairs, I think I'm quite a good wrist
watch model.
Yeah, I think my wrist seems to be kind of the right size.
Suits you, Spencer.
Isn't that beautiful? The GP.
You don't normally wear something on a bracelet, like on a strap.
Actually, again, see with the blue as well.
With the blue.
Yeah,
and you like wearing blue.
I just think that rose gold just absolutely pops in the right way on. Yeah, looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I just like the blue dial.
Yeah. Guys, which one's your favourite? No, nobody's interested anymore. They're all talking about Ronaldo. I personally prefer Vacheron. Now, interestingly, that's Ian. We don't see so many Vacherons, do we?
We did have quite a few come in, but we've sold them.
You had a little run, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the state of the market at the moment, Spence, because I know it's something, obviously, that's very...
we get asked a lot as well.
You get asked a lot.
Every day,
you've got stuff to say, but one of the questions that's going to come from Instagram later on is going to basically ask the question.
Do you want me to answer it now?
Well, I'll ask it now. The question sort of says, now that prices have sort of settled back, in some models quite considerably, are people sitting there taking this opportunity to pick up a bargain?
In reply?
Yeah, in reply.
In reply. Okay. So what I would say is, if I went back 5 or 6 years ago, people bought watches and they were very happy. They loved the watches. They never commented on where they were or where they were going to. They just loved the watch. And of late, obviously, we know people have looked at watches, bought them, and just gone for the profit in the watch. And that has now calmed down quite a lot. So, I mean, over the last month, we feel we've been really busy serving people who have bought watches at levels they never thought they'd see again.
Yep.
Where they've come down 15, 20, 25% on certain pieces. I mean, Daytonas now are under 100,000 platinum, which were 120s, 130s, 140s. Obviously, on some of these, people who are holding them might feel a bit upset that they're not worth as much. But to most people, they're still worth considerably more than what they pay for them.
Yeah.
But we've been...
Well, it's interesting because I made that point to Brittany a couple of weeks ago when she made another video about watches not being investments. And I made a very nice... It was actually a very, very well made video, but I think the message in there were, it's not an asset, which she was saying. It wasn't an asset. And of course, well, you insure your assets. Of course it's an asset. And also, you know, the people that want to put the scare and the fear about everything out there, they take a watch chart and they take it from March this year and it just does that. But if you take it over 2 years, if you widen out the picture, and which anybody
like
looks
on a
at...
current, so if you've done the same
Correct.
on dollars or euros...
Macroeconomics, you just look at stand back, look at the wider picture and you get a true sense of where things are. And if you look at a true sense of where things are, you know, unless you pipped it right at the top... because you were
well, you've got the
unlucky.
same going on now with property.
Absolutely.
With mortgage rates going from people are on fixes of 1.5 now paying 6%. So property will have a bit of a dip over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
But over a 2 or a 5 year period.
Well, do you remember, Spence, going back to 2009-10 when the last economic collapse happened and price of property literally overnight decided to sort of semi-fall off a cliff? Confidence went. But if you got yourself out the market in that space of that 9 months, you missed the next 12 years of a rise, of a bull run that kind of never...
Interest rates have been unbelievable.
Yeah. And we talked about that. You and I have sat down and talked about, you know, money and the weight of money. And there's we're at an age now, we're sort of in our 50s, but I happily remember...
well, you're in your 50s, I'm in my 55.
Yeah, you're cracking on. I just think that, you know, we remember rates comfortably being 7% for mortgage rates. I mean, I remember it being 14%.
But I remember in 1988,
yeah,
I wasn't on the property ladder at the
Yeah.
time. I remember friends who had mortgage rates, they went to 15 or 18%.
overnight. That was on the ERM announcement. Yeah. I remember. Norman Lamont.
88,
Yeah.
Which was ridiculous.
So it's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting what's going on out there. But it interests me at how busy you are, because I do know, because I come in to make a video like I did 2 days ago, Kaylee, on Friday, and couldn't get in the meeting room all day for people coming in, seeing watches. And it is the bigger pieces now that are moving, isn't it?
We have appointments today. We had appointments this weekend where people are coming to see us. Every day there's pieces coming and going. I mean, you see, and even on that auction a couple of weeks back, everything's sold.
Yeah.
Everything.
Kid Mambo's asking, are the AAA Rolex fakes affecting grey market dealers with them being so close to the real deal?
They're affecting, if actually, interestingly enough, they affect people who can't spot them.
Yeah.
And we, as you saw, and I'm
You did a show with Paul, didn't you?
I done a show with Paul, how there was a high-end fake. And this high-end fake, I protect people from this. And this is where we always say, if someone comes to us, we'll check it out. We have 4 watchmakers on site who look at these things. But to the untrained eye, or if you're not on top of your game, it will be a problem.
Yeah. SAS Sniper's asking, what's the price of the Breguet?
The Breguet was 22,500.
Let's hold it up for the camera. So James has popped the camera up onto me. Yeah, that's 22,500. Sorry, it took me a few minutes to get back to that.
And the GP is 30.
I mean, I don't know what the list is on the GP, but I think it's an absolutely stunning watch.
But the other thing, if you consider both these are similar money to a steel Daytona.
Yeah, amazing, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Wowza. Look what you're getting for it.
Guy says assets and investments are 2 separate things. Totally agree. Where's the Jaeger LeCoultre? Don't see many of those at your place.
When we get them, they sell. We don't see loads, but what we get often go.
What about the vintage pieces, Spence? I know occasionally we'll do a vintage show where we get some bits on.
Don't get affected by what's gone on.
No, they don't.
Because all that has to happen with vintage, you put them in the safe, you look after them, and 3-5 years go by, and some have been lost, destroyed, or not in great condition. So when a watch is 40 years old, all you have to do is just look after it, and it goes up in value.
Yeah.
That's all you have to
do.
do.
Actually, shall I tell you something that I don't know if we spoke about on here, that amazing Zenith?
With the new old stock with stickers.
Tell me about that. Kaylee, tell me about that.
So obviously, no, Spencer's better at saying this because I didn't think it was as good as it was, but obviously it has the sticker on the back with the model number on 165, but it's in
a Zenith
the sticker
Daytona.
Hasn't been touched. It's not peeling away. Like it is. This watch has not been touched.
From what year?
Is it a P?
90, I think 95 or 97.
So it's 95, still fully stickered?
No,
it's still got the back sticker.
It's still got the back sticker. But Spencer's words, as soon as it came in, was, look at that bezel.
Yeah.
The bezel, everything with it. The other thing that's incredible with it, undated and unnamed papers. So again, people often look at this and
see it as a negative.
They throw their arms up, oh my God, it hasn't got... That is the best you can get.
Yeah.
So you probably ask me why. So
that's the Holy Grail. Why, Spencer?
The reason being, and first of all, if you want to sell it on, it's fantastic. And if you want it to be your watch, you can have whatever date you want and your name on the papers.
Yeah.
You don't get that often.
Jonathan Adamson's asking, is it true that Rolex are building a new facility to meet demand? I've read that. It is true. And I believe it's a few years away from being completed. But nice to see they're doing something to...
I've heard something on Patek, which can't really say. But
hold on.
You can't do
We're on a live stream
that.
show. I've heard something about Patek.
I'm going to give you a clue.
Go on.
There won't be as many dealerships as there currently are.
Okay.
Because they can't feed the dealerships.
Right, so because they can't feed the dealerships.
Correct. They can't feed them.
Right.
There's not enough to get to them.
Okay. There was a new watch launch this week, Spencer.
I know there's watch launches all the time at the minute.
What do we think? It's to celebrate the 60th
you mentioned
anniversary.
This today. I didn't even get a chance to...
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to
So this is to celebrate the 60th anniversary of down, 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 down. Yeah, to celebrate 60 years of James Bond, Omega launches this 42mm Seamaster diver in stainless steel. It has a blue ox-like anodized aluminium dial with laser-engraved ways inspired by the Seamaster worn by James Bond in the 1995 GoldenEye. What do you think of that, Spence?
It's lovely. Really? I love
wow.
Look at the case back. So really
That's
interesting.
Is that a titanium bracelet?
It's funny. I thought
I don't think it's titanium, no.
Gavin's
but it's like a mesh, yeah. The iconic movie opening sequence featuring Bond in silhouette and spinning gun barrel plays out on the case back. Now, it's basically got on the middle
of the bottom there's 60
or 60, but in the middle, can you see right in the middle of the back? It's got James Bond like a lenticular. Yeah. So as you move left and right, he walks across to sort of pull the gun. It's
sick.
Pretty special. What do you think? Omega's coaxial master chronometer caliber 8806. The watch is presented in a blue wooden box. Look at that.
Nice.
With the
Omega boxes are.
Look at the bottom with the James Bond sort of, the dots that come out. Oh. That is cool, isn't it?
That wasn't meant to be there.
Look, the finish on Omegas is fantastic.
Included in the box is a secret push button on the right.
What's in there?
Yeah. Guys, what do we think of this? I'm really curious to see what everybody thinks of this because...
So what's the price on this? You said
hold on. This one is 7,100. Wow. But
there is one.
Well, let's look at this. So that's the other case back. I mean, it's
no, that's stunning.
7,100. I think. Yeah, I think I could be interested. Now, get ready to fall off your chair, Spencer. Okay, this
I'm getting ready.
Seamaster diver in Canopus gold, a dial made from natural grey silicon. So there's a reason for everything on this watch. Okay, so for example, if you can see, it's got diamonds around the edge of the bezel. Okay,
yeah,
that is basically
hang on. The coloured stones are diamonds.
Yeah, apparently they're diamonds. Treated yellow, green and yellow treated diamonds.
Okay.
With 2 diamonds at 12 o'clock. So the top diamond, which is usually where the V is, what do you think that represents?
Oh, God, is this a trick question?
Well, diamond for 60th anniversary. Okay. What do you think the coloured diamonds represent?
Sorry, I'm stumped.
Ready for this? It's about Ian Fleming, who wrote James Bond, because he had a holiday home in Jamaica, and it's supposed to represent the colours of the flag of Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah. What about the actual dial? It's grey silicon. This is weird.
It's quite a cool dial.
It's a cool... Yeah, it's because the sands in Jamaica are a little bit grey. So that's to remind you of the sand. And then it's got a lollipop second hand as well, which is quite interesting. Let's flip to...
with just the... Look, it has the dot at the end.
That's right. And the case back, once again, has the same...
But the price on this...
How much is that one?
This, my friends, is £137,300.
Hang on, what metal is this in? Must be titanium or something different.
Canopus gold.
What does that mean?
Gold.
Canopus Gold trademark. So it's obviously something they've
maybe a white gold. White gold.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. Derek Adam says, who said it? Audi says Ian Fleming used to wear Rolex. I mean, and that's kind of the funny part of this, is Ian Fleming wrote James Bond with Rolex, I guess, kind of in mind.
I mean, I just can't see who's going to wear that at that price.
Well, who's going to buy that? But I've got to tell you,
no, that's better.
I think that's stunning. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. I can't see it with my glasses on, but it's got blue waves on the dial as well. And if you notice at the top, instead of having the diver's sort of dot or the triangle, they've got a 60 for 60.
Yep.
As well.
Yep.
Just some really, really nice features. A really, really nice watch.
I like that watch. I'm quite excited to get that in, actually.
Yeah. Ray says, Amiga's Rapper's Watch. Don't believe the hype. But I still think it's a pretty watch. I mean, I could never buy it.
It's pretty to look at, yeah, but
I'm not sure how many we'll ever see in our lifetime. But I don't
know who's
Uncle John got Fleming wore an Explorer.
Actually, that's Paul Thorpe.
That is such a
Paul.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit too small for him, to be fair.
He'll get it wrapped, don't worry about that.
But it would be very interesting to see that.
I'd love to see
in person,
see that kind of in the flesh. Which leads us to something very, very interesting, Spencer. I've lost my button, of course. Because it doesn't... Oh, it says Celeb Watch, that's why. Which leads us to this week's unboxing. We won't say a word, but let's unbox.
Isn't that what you do? Like the cool kids do?
No, you do this, Gav. Oh, that's so cute.
How was the Black Friday sales for you?
Yeah, it's been busy. Did you buy anything on Black Friday?
And that's what I meant. Did you buy anything? What did you buy on Black Friday?
Nothing.
Not a thing?
No, I let myself down.
What? There wasn't really much around, was there?
No, and I didn't buy anything.
No.
I haven't treated myself.
Cyber Monday though? What's Cyber Monday? What's that all about?
Well,
electronics, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And obviously, would you say a watch is electronic? I would.
Well,
you can put it in category or you don't have to.
Curious, because I said to you, let's not unbox a Rolex, and you shoved a Rolex box in my face.
Sorry, but this...
Yeah.
This, THIS, is...
Yes.
I'm just like speechless.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back indeed. It's Cyber Monday and we've got a watch. No electronics here. We've got a, it's quite heavy. We've got a Rolex box. But I did say to you, and we've got another watch to actually unbox, because I did say to you, let's not do Rolex for a change. So why have you pulled out a Rolex box? And by the way, why are we not out with the green box? Because...
Because...
Why have we got the outer cover?
Open it. Yeah.
Don't open it.
This, Gav, I thought, this is just come in from a customer.
Right.
We just got it from a minute.
I know what it is.
Okay, I didn't even say anything.
No, but I know. Do you know how I know what it is? Because if you've made a big song and dance about this, there's one watch that I've been dying to see that you have not had in. It's the Rainbow Daytona. I'm going to guess it's the Rainbow Daytona. Or would that be in a bigger box than this?
That would be like large.
Oh, so it's not a Rainbow Daytona?
It's not.
Damn.
So,
yeah.
Shall I show you?
Yeah, go, let's go.
Okay. I'm going to show Gav first, guys, and then we'll show you.
It's green. Okay. Oh! Oh, wow. It's different.
It's different. So, guys, and look at here, Gav. So, guys, as you can see, this is the Deepsea challenge.
Hold on, Deepsea. It is, and it's printed in the back.
Yeah, which, and obviously, I think, and the reason I believe they've done that is because obviously there used to be a flap here that they can't, because obviously the watch is so large. Yeah. That's amazing. So then they've done it where it's at the bottom, which I think I quite like, actually, to be honest.
That is kind of cute. You've got a Deepsea challenge. Yeah. Let's pop that over there.
So this is the big boy.
Oh my god, it is large. Look at that Deepsea challenge.
I know.
2603 2012. It's got the dates in the back.
I really like that, and I think I like the fact that it corresponds just to that watch and only that watch.
It's so funny, actually. It's so funny seeing it. Where's the fake one we had? We should have brought that in. It is...
no, but I tell you what, I did bring it in.
Go on, what did you bring in?
Just grab it. I actually brought in a James Cameron, guys, just so that we can actually, go compare. Yes, go compare.com.
Well, let's have a look. Let's go compare.
I mean, already, it's insane. The side of the case, the bezel, the face, the glass, the bracelet.
Oh my god, I mean, it's like supersize me.
Yeah, it's like for a magnifying glass.
Exactly. You hold on to that little puppy for a second. Let's get it on. This must look stupid on Spencer, surely.
Yeah, Spencer's so
I've got
tiny.
to tell you, I know it's titanium, but it is very heavy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's heavy. Well, feel it.
I don't know why I'm saying is it. Yeah.
It is heavy, isn't it?
But I feel like that's heavier.
Really? Well,
maybe.
Obviously, way too big for me. Oh, you know why it's way too big? Obviously, because it goes over diving suits.
Yes.
Look at that.
Huge. What do you think, honestly? Honest thoughts. First impressions. What do you think?
Honest impressions. Absolutely, never going to be for me.
Too big.
In the nicest possible way. What this is for me is an absolute showpiece. It's an absolute.
It is huge, no?
Something to have. Listen, I'm never going to be.
Pretty cool, though.
I'm never going to be diving at 3,000 feet.
What? I think you'll die at 3,000 feet.
Yeah. What can I say about this other than that it's literally supersized, and I'm a supersized sort of fella. Now, they haven't said that this is limited, but you get the feeling that there's not so many of these going to come through.
And also, I think if there isn't that many people, it's not like this, James Cameron, where everyone might get one. Holding this now, Gav, makes it look tiny. That is insane. Hold that.
I mean, I tell you, I see what you mean about the weight. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
But now looking at it, it looks tiny.
I mean, it really is. Well, the thing is, I guess, is the face itself, comparatively speaking, is the same size. It's just the case structure that makes it look so absolutely... You know what it is? In burger terms, it's a Whopper XL double.
So a customer's brought it into us to have a look at, which is quite cool.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
So we're not sure if this is going to be for sale, but for the moment, we get a chance to get our paws all over it.
And obviously I wanted to show the viewers first, they're the main people.
It is a chunky monkey, look at that, unbelievable. And on the back, once again, Mariana Trench, 23rd of the 1st, 1960, 26th of the 3rd, 2012. And it's got the 3 Rolex crowns on the back as well. You'll be able to see that after. Should we have a little listen to the click? It always does me. It's lovely. I'll tell you what I do like, actually. Looking at the watch really closely, let's get that lined up or someone will go mad, is the steel around the actual dial looks really, really nice and really does set it up. It really does look quite sort of sparkly.
I do think it suits being in titanium, you know.
Yeah. Well, I guess it needs to be because of the weight. Yeah. And that's the gas escape valve there. Yeah. And I wonder how it undoes it. Does it just pull out and... It's a long way to unscrew it. A stunner! No price on this piece.
No, not at the moment. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. But what I would say is that if anybody's interested in sourcing a watch like this,
they can just call me. Yeah. I mean, we always source watches for customers. So if there is anything that you might not, that's not on our website, but you'd like, just give us a call, and I'll do my best to source one for you.
Yeah, I mean, specifically this.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody is looking for this, please give me a call.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Or Spencer, you know, we'll see what we can do for you.
Absolutely, brilliant. See you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Well,
What do you think? What
do you think of that?
Look, first of all, I'm amazingly proud that you've had one come in and someone's nice enough to bring it in to show you, because that's really nice for the channel that we get to show that.
Yeah.
What do I actually feel about the watch? It's definitely if you are a serious collector, you're going to have that in your collection, because I think we've spoken about it may not be around forever.
I don't think it'll be around for long.
But also, they're not making many, we got told, I believe.
Only certain people are being told about it. I don't think there'll be many about. I don't think it'll be about for long. It's a talking piece. I couldn't wear it.
It's like wearing a clock on your wrist.
I mean, it is.
It's ginormous.
Yes. Yeah. But it's something that's just, wow. First of all, it's the first titanium Rolex. Secondly, it's the biggest Rolex that's ever been made.
Yeah. 50 millimeters, isn't it?
Yeah. 50 mil.
And I made the mistake in the video of saying 3,000 feet.
Yeah, I mean, if you do need to dive 11,000 metres, that's the one.
Yeah, if you're going 11,000, which is about 36,000 feet.
That's deep.
Well,
you don't die. You're in a submarine, Kaylie.
A submarine.
Yeah, you're not physically diving with your
over 5
flippers
miles.
on.
It's about 6 miles.
Yeah,
6 miles.
Takes a long time to get there.
Yeah,
into the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth,
that gives me
in the ocean.
Yeah,
it gives you what?
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Being down that far, I can swim as well.
But if anyone does want one, give me a shout. I might be able to sort something out.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
Yep. On a first come, first served basis.
Yeah, interesting.
Obviously.
But it's very Marmite to people. I see all the comments coming through, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's a big one." Gavin Svedlov, where's the date? It's like a caricature. I'd rather have an Invicta than that monstrosity. Just can't get my head around a watch that's that big. Here's a good one. Sherry and Shit says, "Are you going to lowball the customer?" It's very, very Marmite, but the truth is, it's just not for everybody, is it?
No.
It's going to be.
But if you want to
list on that is what, 20 odd grand?
21,850 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like having 21.50 just to stick away in a box somewhere.
There are very few. Very few.
But also, we spoke about this. From when it got announced to being actually released, like we've obviously seen one, it's very quick for
it was
Rolex.
about a month ago.
So Andy Binns has made a really good comment, and I did think this today when I was trying it on. He says, if you're in a submarine, you don't need a water-resistant watch.
Are you sure it's for a submarine?
No, I'm 100% positive.
You're saying if you're in the submarine, you don't need it.
Why, James? But yeah, but surely if you're inside the submarine, you're pressurised, aren't you? It's like being in a plane in a cabin.
You still decompress.
Yeah, but hang on, Gav. You could be in the submarine, but you may need to get out. So therefore, you got the
Spencer, you're not getting out at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. You will be crushed in a second.
Why?
Well, it's just
Kaylie,
in case.
Please go onto the Natural Geographic channel and just
Google
the Mariana Trench and watch some documentaries and report back to me next week.
What about boat people? Will they buy it?
Boat people?
Yeah.
What, the people that come across the channel?
People that like boats.
Oh, people that like boats, maybe.
James, what about if you go to like a local swimming pool and you're off the diving board? Would it be any good for that?
I think it'd get you to the bottom quicker.
Yeah, the top board.
Uncle Jonga says maybe Rolex have come to terms that they are now a museum piece company, with most people sticking away their watches instead of wearing them.
Look, it's just something very unique.
You definitely have some people wearing
It's
them.
enormous. What can we say?
Yeah, it'd be great to whack a potential mugger around the head with this lump of a hammer on your wrist.
It could double up as a hammer without question.
Yeah. Wow.
Double up as a hammer.
Interesting, but you got one in, which is great. What did it look like on your silly wrist?
Silly.
I mean, I can't imagine how many links you'd have to take out.
Put it this way, Deepsea on me, it's just enormous.
Yeah. Derek Fox says he's right for a true Rolex collector. Right, well, we covered that. That was really good. Where's my next page gone? There we go. Let's do our questions from Instagram this week. Let's kick off with number one. What are BQ's? This is from Luke Jones 1969. What are BQ's top 5 best-selling watches each week or month?
Good question.
Excellent.
We've never sold 5 watches. Couldn't answer that question.
Yeah. No, top 5.
Top 5. What would you say? Right.
Sub.
Top 5, I would say, is Datejust.
Mm-hmm.
Submariner.
In order. Let's try in order.
What, in terms of, you say best selling in quantity?
It must be quantity. Must be quantity, no?
Probably Datejust.
Yeah, we'll be first.
Yeah. Then,
and Submariner was like
well, sort of a different
sports model.
Different sports models.
Yeah.
Right.
But of the best selling ones, Batmans, Batgirls.
Yeah.
Root beers.
Batman and Batgirls.
Come
I
on,
would say
I'm going to go 1 to 5. Top seller.
Go on then, Kaylie.
Okay, Datejust.
Yep.
Sports.
No, you got to give
No,
a model.
I need to identify. Submariner.
GMT. Deepsea.
Daytona.
Yeah, I was going to say, but also...
Yeah, that's the 5.
Yeah.
But we're not saying exactly what
That's not an
metals.
order.
No, you don't need to go into any kind of order. We don't need to drill down that much. Bearing in mind, I've not even prepped you for the question. Next week,
Tell you what
I
is
will.
really popular: Explorers, Explorer 2s.
Explorer 2s?
Yeah.
And that didn't make your top 5?
No, it would have been 6th.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
That would have made 6.
Okay.
100%.
Next question. Kaylie, what's the best and worst type of customer you have to deal with at BQ? Well, let's start with the best customer. What's the best type of customer?
Nice people.
Nice people.
That are just nice. Do you know what I mean? And also if they're selling, they are understanding of the price that we give, or they're just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the worst type of customer?
Rude.
But is the worst type of customer someone who comes in perhaps and doesn't know really what they want, and you have to, and you're doing your sales role?
No.
And
No.
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 I'm going to
Rude.
butt in there.
Go on then.
It's people who know everything,
Yeah.
and they can always buy cheaper.
Yeah.
And quite
Our
often
prices
than
are
not-
over. Why are you offering that? I can buy it for this online.
And
Okay.
we quite often tell them they need to go and buy it. But what we do say to people is be careful out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a jungle, and you can get hurt.
Yeah.
And majority of the time they come back.
Funnily
But
enough.
often they'll come back and say, "Oh,
You offered me
that
this.
watch wasn't available," and this is what we
There's always the reason, isn't there?
Yeah.
Who used to say, be careful out there, keep them peeled? Oh, Shaw Taylor.
Sure, Taylor,
Yeah.
keep them peeled.
Keep them peeled. Next question is from Ron745. Question for
What?
Spencer. Do you prefer Batman on an oyster or Pepsi on a Jubilee for getting retail value?
What's on his wrist every
Well, I am
day.
forgetting retail because I've paid more than most for this watch. Yeah,
You probably did, didn't you?
I think I'm £5,000 the wrong way, but I'm not complaining.
You're not
on this
complaining, are you?
piece. These in their day were about 25,000. I love this piece at the moment.
Yeah. Uncle Jonga has asked a question. Have the guys at BQ found more people doing the video chat appointment option since launching it?
We have done a fair few.
Yeah, we've done quite a few. People like to be able to see it,
But
especially
not
if they can't
compared
come
to
in.
live. Compared to live, people coming in live into the shop and having...
Yeah, but that's if they're quite far away and they can't. And obviously, rather than just buying it online, they like to actually see it and, do you know what I mean, as if they have come into the shop. But
Yeah.
it is very
Hey,
popular.
sorry to butt in there. I remember recently we had a customer who wanted the live video chat, and I apologised because I didn't think it was that professional. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And Kaylie done it, and he said, "I love it because it's real, it's natural. There was the messy desk, there was watches everywhere."
Yeah, I mean,
And he said, "I can see the watch. Yes, I want it." And he really felt engaged that
yeah.
we hadn't. It wasn't all dressed up in a showroom showing
Yeah.
the watch. Yeah, so it definitely works. Well.
Yeah, and
Really
also we
does.
like to send videos even after that we do like the live. We'll also then send a video after to someone like WhatsApp or message, just so then they've got it and they can just double check
Yeah.
it. They don't have to rush into any decision there and then on like the live.
I remember
so.
a little while ago, even with cars now, when I recently had a car serviced, dropped the car in to be serviced, and then I got a video message back through an email saying, here's your car with a walk around, here's the little things we might need to tidy up. When the car was serviced, it was the engineer talking about what he'd done on the car. It's an unbelievable service. Yeah.
But I tell you what, also, Spence, I don't think we both spoke about this either. We've, on some of our watches, it will be on all of them, there's now a 360 video on our website as well now, on watches,
Yes, there is.
which is really cool as well, rather than...
So people
you've
can
got the
go
image-
and they can stop it
Yeah,
and see
and-
the whole...
which is
watch.
amazing.
Matt Cooley, 2001, asked Spencer, where is the Yachtmaster 40 at these days? It went sky high a few months back, having been unpopular for ages.
The rose
Go on,
gold
Kaylie.
one. It was at about 32, 33 at the high end. It's probably about 28 now.
I mean, that doesn't seem to be too far
No.
off.
And the other ones that are popular, the new 42s.
Yeah. White gold will always be popular, we found.
And the yellow as well.
And the yellow as well.
Kid Mambo asked, do you prefer selling to people buying their first watch or a collector?
Both.
You don't
Either.
mind, do you?
I'll
It's
tell you what-
amazing when you do the first, when it's their first and they come in and they try it on and you can see the excitement in their face the very first time they try it on and you've sized it, and it is amazing to see.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Their first experience, but also it's lovely to see collectors who've been waiting for one particular watch to come up and then you've got it and they come in and yeah, it's amazing.
What's lovely is when we get a couple or a man or a husband and wife come and see us, and they come and see the BQ experience,
Yeah.
being served, shown the showroom,
The bar of
shown
chocolate.
the bar of chocolate, the selection of watches. Kaylie gives away my water bottles
Yep.
that I'm running out of. We've
Yeah,
run
I've got
out
a
of
complaint,
our polishing
please.
You haven't
cloths.
got one.
Where are the polishing
I've
cloths,
ordered
Spencer?
10,000.
Gav.
We're waiting.
I know there's a recession coming,
there's
but
problem in
polishing
China.
cloths.
Have you heard this problem in China?
Yeah, they're all locked up.
Yeah, that's what's
They're
causing
locked
the
up.
problem.
Really?
Yeah.
By British?
Well, we can't. They're being made abroad. I think
Right.
it's China or Hong Kong.
Okay.
But what I love is I love people coming into our showroom and meeting us.
Do you know what my favourite thing is that happens? People walk in, obviously, most of you guys will know, and obviously, go from the outside, you
they
just
walk
don't
past,
know.
don't they? Twice.
You have no idea. You come in, and every time we sit someone down the meeting, they go, wow, there's so many people in here. What do you all do?
It's a little TARDIS. I have to say, the times I've been in filming with you, Kaylie, and maybe we get thrown out the meeting room because people come in to be served, and then you get talking to them. Then you hear the stories about their watches. Either they're a collector, and sometimes they just bring in watches to show you as well. That not watches to sell you. They might be trading something, but they want to show you their pieces,
that's
which is
exactly
lovely.
it, Gavin. There's so much that we can help people with. Like this evening, we had a gentleman, 8 watches. He wanted a valuation.
Yeah.
Also, we do insurance.
Yeah, we do insurance.
Which again,
Well, we need to talk about that. I just got to address one thing.
Sure.
James, everybody's asking what's going on with the chairs tonight. The chairs are on acid. Is
No,
that
it's
because
of
we're
the Cyber
Monday?
Look behind. They're all going with that.
Oh, I see. It's Cyber Monday. That's why the chairs are on acid tonight. Yeah.
I think they're quite funky.
Yeah. Jonathan Adams. We'll come back to the insurance in a second. Jonathan Adams says, I recently put a poll on the Rolex forum on Facebook. What watch did people prefer, the Batman or the Riddler? And the majority said the Batman, to my surprise.
No, I don't think
wouldn't
that's
be
a
surprised
surprise.
about that.
No, not at all.
The Riddler is an acquired taste. You either
Yeah.
like it or you absolutely think it's the most ridiculous
But
watch
also,
you've ever
it
seen.
is for it's mainly for left-handed people. So,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? The Batman is.
And there's far less of the Riddler around,
Yeah.
and therefore it is for left-handed.
Matt H says, are you getting many Pelagos 39 in, as I'm still waiting for my watch and hearing it's a 6-month wait?
Do you know what? It's one watch we don't get in.
we
We
don't,
don't
do
get
you?
it
In
in
fact,
a lot at all.
blue, isn't it?
I got
Yeah.
a call today.
Did
You get
you?
one?
Yeah, no, I got a call today, and for the 3rd time in a week, I got offered a Tudor Panda white face. That's the 3rd time I've been offered this week.
We've
and
been offered
I
them
said,
a lot, minute.
Pelagos is what I'm after, and they said only had one in so far, and I sadly turned it down at the time. But you had one in, didn't you? Which is gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ian Nicholson, I can honestly say visiting BQ is a fantastic experience. And it's going to be made even better.
It's going to be even
Yeah,
better.
you
So
think
Gav,
it's good now.
We're going to need you on a time lapse to show
Yep.
everyone how we start.
We're going to be putting cameras in.
And come probably March, April, we'll be inviting
Brilliant.
people.
Talk to me about the insurance. What's going on with that? Because people have asked the question loads over the years.
Well, on the site, when you buy a watch, you can choose to insure it. And I believe, don't quote me on this, it's about 1.5 to 2% of the value. So, look, it will be cheaper if you have a household policy. But if you haven't got any policy, so on a £10,000 watch, it'll be about £200 a year.
Okay. And that's going to be on that. Is that on the website or is going to be on the website?
It's on the website. It's Sing Insurance. We're part of them. And on the website, when you buy the watch, or you can inquire, it says on each watch how much to insure it.
That's really interesting.
But you can also insure the watch even if...
You could just separately take out a policy. You didn't have
so
to buy
we can
from
put them
BQ.
in touch, yeah.
Very, very good. Yeah. Penalty to Portugal.
Sorry, I just watched that. That is no penalty.
Definitely a penalty. 100%.
Yeah, he's done the whole TV thing pointing.
The VAR.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a penalty.
Mental.
Anyway, good, it's a penalty. I feel like we should stop. The penalty's probably been and gone.
No, it's they've already scored
Yeah.
or not scored.
Yeah. That's interesting, though, with the insurance, because it's something that's been asked about for
But
a long
if you
time.
haven't got...
Well, household insurance doesn't generally
No,
tend
but
to
you
cover.
can add it to a household insurance.
You can specify.
This
Oh,
will be,
handball.
again, people need to look at it. I think it might be slightly more expensive, but I would always urge everyone to have their watch insured.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think £200 on 10 grand's a lot of money.
Tim Jacks, better than Watches of Switzerland, which tried to do me for £2.5 for their insurance. I guess it depends if it was a quarter million. If it was a £250,000 watch, it's probably...
Yeah, it's Zing Insurance,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're a partner with them.
Does Greg Rouse asking, does the insurance cover loss either if it's stolen from your house and or off your wrist?
Right. From
You
what
must
I
have asked
know,
all these
I've asked
questions.
this question. It has to be on your wrist or in a lock safe that's approved by the insurance company.
Right.
But if you've got one watch and you wear it all the time and you wear it 24/7, the watch is insured.
Yeah. So I was about to give you all scenarios, but you're not the insurance man.
No, but
I'd say look at the
But
website.
Spencer
Look
has
at the
asked
website.
all the questions.
We've asked,
We
all,
asked all the
look,
questions.
They seem a very good company, and I just urge everyone to make sure their watches are insured.
Yeah. Oh, Tim Jacks, yes, that does sound a bit expensive on a 12 grand Sea Dweller, $2,500 to insure. Let's move to our next question from Instagram. Let's have a look and see what it was. What's your... well, we haven't had one of these silly questions for a long time. I'm sorry, Mortgage 321 Colchester, it's not a silly question. What's your thoughts on the long-term price of the 2022 Air King?
No, I don't.
There's no
idea.
predictability, is there?
No.
Those days are long gone.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I will say the old reference Air King and the new reference are still very popular.
They're similar, but again, I'd say the long term, if you love the watch, however it goes, it goes. It's not going to move massively either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone made a good point to me the other day. They were talking about the Milgauss I picked up at List, which I'm very grateful for. And they sort of said, well, you're almost going to be like in line with inflation now anyway, because if watches are going up by 5 to 10% a year, then you kind of stay in line anyway, because the watch
But the
simply
government
increases
are
in value.
looking to get inflation down. That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah, well, hopefully.
But like we've always said, you buy a watch, you love a watch, you wear a watch. Where it goes in the value, if it's gone up, that's a bonus.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's not what you bought it for.
Our designer Tellier's with us, greeting from Aruba, and upvote, guys. Yes, do
Aruba.
upvote, because Portugal are 2-0 up, which is fabulous. Question number 5. The Mad Watch Collector. Hi, Russell. What does Spence like? AP Royal Oak Offshores. I've seen better looking Invictas, no joke. Why does Spencer?
I've always loved them, and going back a number of years where everyone wore really big watches, I just like them. I just think there's something very special on them, on the offshores.
But interesting that you like all these watches, and yet, Spence, all we ever see you wearing... I don't mean to be funny, as the person with the most watches I know.
Do you know what
wear
Do you know what
a Pepsi.
happens? I like them, but then I do go back to a Rolex. I just feel it comfortable. It's every day, and on that, I'm not careful enough with the watches. You know, with the offshore or some of the Pateks as well, when they've got such a flat surface. When you see me, I'm forever banging my watch.
Yeah.
It would just upset me too much in the day, marking them.
So I was out with a friend for dinner on Saturday night who has the brand new Patek. He just got it.
What one?
You're going to ask me, and I can now.
Go on. Is it Nautilus?
It's
or
the new Nautilus. The
5811.
Yeah.
Blue dial.
Okay.
And it
White
was
gold.
And it was unreal. And he said, I love it, I haven't taken it off. He genuinely wears all... And he's got a surprise he's going to let me bring in onto the show. Yeah. Not that, but he's got another watch he's going to let me bring onto the show to show you something quite fun.
The bezel's slightly bigger, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. But once again, funny enough, the conversation was along the lines of that his safe isn't now big enough for the collection of watches, and he's considering what he should do, because he likes to wear as many as he can, but can't wear everything. Yeah, it's like almost becoming it's a nice problem to have, isn't it? Get Spencer an Invicta. Russell, Christmas is around the corner. I was thinking about some a present for him, so yeah, maybe an Invicta, that could do it, couldn't it? Nicola, I've always thought AP were a one-trick pony, but it seems the majority of grey market dealers all prefer AP. You don't prefer AP, do you?
I like the styling of them.
AP or Patek? Aquanaut or an AP?
I'll probably be more an AP.
You would, really?
It just doesn't suit me. Maybe an Aquanaut, yes, but I wouldn't wear the Nautilus. It's just too... I think it's too dressy.
Yeah. They're very smart, though.
Also, though, APs have become very popular with us. Like, people buying them become very popular.
It's just a bit chunkier. It's a bit too... The Nautilus, whilst I like them, I wouldn't wear one.
Yeah. Kaylie, for you, do you look at APs and just love them, or do you appreciate them?
Yeah, I appreciate them, but I do like... I think APs are lovely. I actually also think they've got better. And I think... I like them. I like the new blue one.
This Friday, Spence, we've got our Christmas party.
Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Kaylie, there's no holding back, is there?
No, there's no holding back. I don't think you understand. I'm having a drink from the minute I start getting ready to the minute I fall into bed.
Here we go.
That is
so that'll be like 4 drinks then, Kaylie.
What I think I'm
I
going
can
to
hold
do,
my
change it and just do lunch Gav.
What?
It's easier.
No, but
Just
if you do
lunch.
lunch, she'll be drinking
I'll
from
drink,
12
yeah.
o'clock all the way through till time to go to bedtime.
And then we can all go home at 6.
Yeah, you just don't like the late nights, do you?
Can't
Kaylee,
wait.
Getting old.
what's in store for our Christmas party?
Okay. Drinking. We're also saying today might play some drinking games at the table.
Okay.
Good idea. You know, a bit of partying, bit of dancing.
Do you know what you said to me today when we're doing the unboxing? What are you wearing?
Yeah, I've asked everyone.
I don't think I've ever thought about what I'm wearing before I go to the cupboard to put on a pair of black jeans, a grey or black top.
It's not black tie, is it?
No,
Dunno.
but
What is the
it's
dress
smart.
code?
You can't wear just like trainers. You're not allowed.
I can't wear my nice
No
trainers.
I think you're allowed to wear nice,
Nice trainers.
not horrible. Yeah.
Right. A nice comment here. Oisin, welcome to the chat. Thanks to Spencer for resolving a small issue on a watch for me. I'm back to being Team Spencer 100%. He handled it like a gentleman. Regards to you all.
Thank you. Thanks, Oisin.
Yeah, good to have you with us, Oisin. Loving your recent content. Really am. I think I messaged you and told you that as well.
So we didn't make the list like he didn't either.
Yeah, Oisin, we're all in the same camp, aren't we? And you probably really deserve it over us.
And
to
he
be
puts
fair.
a lot of effort in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a top 100. We probably wouldn't have made it. God dear. So Christmas party, bit of drinking. Am I allowed to do any filming at the Christmas party? Is that
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm trying to persuade everyone. They don't know yet, but I'll wait till they're 5 drinks down to do a TikTok.
Oh, of course. Yes,
No, I think
of course.
we've got to.
Yeah.
Actually, did we invite Jolie?
She's away.
Is she?
Ah, okay.
Sure, Gav, you have to do the video.
Greggy Boy says Royal Mail Strikes may have delayed his invite.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
quite
Yeah, they're
right.
all in
Strictly
the
staff,
post.
isn't it? I was lucky to get the invite. I'm really looking forward to it. That's it's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to film because I think it'd be really nice for everybody to see what goes down at the BQ Christmas party. And all the faces as well, because
No,
there
I
are
agree.
people like David Dilly who will not come on the show, will not come on the
You just
camera.
have to secretly.
Who's
Yeah,
a
you have to
great
secretly
guy.
do it because I know he doesn't watch this. You have to secretly do it because he was in the back
100%.
of one of my TikToks the other day, and I went, "Ha ha, got you!" And he hated it. He's not even in it properly. So it's his back.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. So that's going to be really good. And also, Spencer, in the comments, people are asking about. Kid Mambo asked, December is round the corner. Any more news on the Christmas auction?
Yes, I am going to do another one.
You are, aren't you?
we
I
are
really
gonna do it.
persuaded him.
And
Date is
2 weeks day, 12th of December, and I'm going to listen. Oh, is that all cheering? Yeah. And I've taken on board what a lot of the viewers said, Gav. So we're going to do a reserve. But
on certain items.
I may have a few items without reserve.
So whilst you're prepared to do some money on some watches, you're just not prepared to do your brains on a couple.
People have asked me to put some big pieces in, which we
Yeah.
will with reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go.
Yeah. So we're going to go exactly the same. We're going to go across the range, aren't we? All the way from like 1,000 all the way up.
Yep.
Plenty will have no reserves again.
Yep.
And they'll be what they'll be.
And
I've asked for some aesthetic changes this time, just to the bidding, so that I want people to see the depth of the bid so they can see the history.
Yeah.
Because some of these bids, there were 70 to 80 bidders on watches.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting. And it sort of all
So what we can see it on screen.
You'll be able to see it, but it all got quite frenetic at the end, and we just moved on to the next watch. But how many lots are we going to auction this time? Now we've got the hang of it.
We're going to try and do 30.
We're going to do 30. We're going to do a just over 2-hour show.
Yeah.
James, we need to start at 7 on the 12th.
Yeah, we're starting at 7.
So we need to let people know 7 till 9.
We'll have to check to make sure there's no like semi-final of the World Cup or something that night. By the way, just saying.
Have we looked?
I haven't looked.
Okay.
We'll have to
Well,
have a
the
look at that.
final's on the 18th.
Right, well, if it is, we'll change.
Right, Trudy Lincoln says mystery box sounds a good idea, and I absolutely agree. We should have a mystery box auction.
So explain this to me.
So basically, what happens is
I get it.
we have people can bid, whatever the level is, with a mystery box with a watch in. They might bid £500, they might bid $5,000, but there's a watch in there.
And no one knows what it is.
No
apart
one
from
knows
us.
what it is apart from us. It's quite scary. I see people do it with trainers, with sneakers. They go up and say, "Do you want to give me $300 for what's in the box?" And you do or you don't. And either you get like a nice pair of trainers, or you literally get a banana. You get a banana. And obviously, Spencer, we can't give somebody a banana.
Okay, look.
But
It's
maybe
all
we
about
should-
what the viewers want.
Yeah.
So we're doing the auction, and I'll do a mystery box. Maybe I'll put some of Paul's clothes in the box. Go on.
you got to register again or register from the last auction good enough?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I think if you're already registered,
if you're registered,
I think it should be good enough.
But I'm going to give people other options.
On payment?
Yes.
Yes.
Because some people said to me that they don't want to do credit card. So if you do want to register for the auction, give us a call. And what we'll do is we'll take a deposit. So they can do a bank transfer deposit.
Yep.
And for any watch.
Yep.
Yeah. Or a certain amount per watch if they think they might be interested in 5. And then if they don't buy anything, return the whole lot to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Nick says there's no World Cup games on that night. That's fantastic. Perfect. Andy Hines says, will you have the VC chronograph overseas blue dial in the auction? Going to have a look across the board.
We have to have a look.
Yeah. I did ask Simon today to press you on this because we need to get going with some of the marketing
I'm going to get this
stuff
done by the end of the week.
Yeah, Ian Nick says Gav, Spencer, Kaylie, I think you should all buy James in the studio a beer. He does a great job. Hats off to you, James. Hey. Well done. He does do a great job. Just remember when we do it in 2 weeks' time, James, that we need the restream going. Just saying. Just going.
Start practicing now.
Matt Cooley 2000. What does Gav do when he's not filming with Spencer? What's his day-to-day work?
Gav, you've shown them before, haven't you?
I would say go back and look at some old episodes. So I have a media company. Spencer is a very old friend of mine, and maybe I'll point you to the episode after in the comments so you can see exactly what I do. It is in there. There's an episode with a little bit of history about me somewhere along the line. So that's it. I'm looking forward to the auction. We learnt a lot last time, actually.
Yep.
Is that all the Instagram questions?
Yes, Kaylie.
Okay.
I think so.
No, look, it's a lot of work. We'll get onto it at the end of the week. We'll try and get the list up, say, by about the 1st of December, what's going to be in there. If there is any particular watch that you'd like to see in the auction, let me see if...
Pop it in the comments below. Pop it in the comments below, guys.
And remember, you must subscribe and you must be registered.
Auction a date with Kaylie. Priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless.
Price starts at £1,000.
Wait, don't sell yourself short, Kaylie.
Okay, $5,000.
It's got to be more. It's got to be more than that.
Yeah, no, really looking forward to the auction. Yeah, I said we learned a lot last time about it. Was quite frenetic, and we were all a little bit worried.
Yeah.
You know, especially with no reserves. But it seemed to go okay. Yeah. Obviously, apart from the couple where you got your ass handed.
We've learned as well. We now know next time how to do it, and let's just take our time on each watch as well, I think. Yeah,
that's fantastic. Guys, I would ask actually that it's always nice for people who leave comments after the show. Yeah. I will reply to everybody. And believe it or not, I know we can always say we put a lot of effort into the channel to produce a show on a Monday night. The bottom line is actually, I believe the algorithm of YouTube really rates you when you have comments to answer. So I would appreciate it, even if you just want to know how my week's going or Spencer's week.
Yes, pop some questions in. Or subscribe as well.
Yeah, or both. I would have thought the people watching are probably subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, Paul is going to be here for that show, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless anyone doesn't want him to be.
Yeah, you can pay for Paul not to be here. I need to think about this surprise box because I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm just worried in 2 ways. Number one, you get done. Number two, the punter gets. Because you don't know. It could be 400 quid. And if it goes to $5,000,
again,
it could be.
We need to think about it because I wouldn't want
anybody to be disappointed.
I wouldn't want anyone to overpay for something that's not worth the money. And equally, we need to think
James
about
is saying take 3 boxes.
That you show everyone what's in it.
Yeah.
And then you pick up one of them as the random, and that's.
Oh, I see. So people have a rough idea what it's going to be.
Get the approximate value.
Oh, that'll be. But then they can bid. That would make more sense, I think.
Yeah, interesting.
Or a guide of parameters.
We'll have
to think about that.
You wouldn't want someone highly overpaying for something that's not worth the money.
Completely agree.
It's not our ethos.
But I completely agree. But I think it should be nice if we have some kind of little surprise. We'll think about that. We'll think about that. By the way, if you've got any comments for that, obviously leave that in the comments below after the show. Surprise box inside should be a piece of Thorpe's magical wardrobe. Nobody would bid for that rubbish.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I wouldn't give you 10 quid. Bless him.
I mean, one of the other things, Gav, that I've seen people do is reverse auction.
Yes. Explain that to everybody. I know what it is.
So what happens is, say you put up, let's give an example of a steel sub. So you may start at 15,000 and you go down and you stop the bidding the first one to call it gets the watch.
Gets
don't
the
they?
watch, yeah.
So at 12.5 grand, someone may call it, and that's it. They've got.
Yeah, so
they're happy.
it'll go like 12, 11.9, 11.8, 11.7,
And someone
11.6,
just calls it, and
11.5.
that's it.
Yeah. Great to see we have Tian Tickers with us. He's asking for thoughts on the new Bond Omega, please. If you scrub back about 45 minutes, you'll see a whole little section on that, John. Hope you are keeping well. By the way, congratulations, John. I have been watching your content. You had some fantastic guests on, and well done for putting together the show every week. If you haven't taken a look at Tian Tickers, do pop over there, have a little look, give them a little like and subscribe, because they're really pushing themselves out with some fabulous guests. Right, I think we're about done. Have we ticked every single box I think we have for tonight?
Yes.
No, we haven't done my celebrity watch.
Oh, Kaylie, let's do Celebrity Watch. Although it doesn't say Celebrity Watch, it says it right here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Kaylie's Celebrity Watch. First up, we have this little puppy. Kaylie, talk us through it.
So, obviously, my sweepstake was England. So I thought, you know what? Celebrity watch is England players. So this is the mighty fine Jack Grealish.
Do you like his legs?
Well,
He's got the most massive,
it's insane. His legs are
Calves.
insane.
big, aren't they?
Huge.
Can only imagine.
Yeah, okay. So he's wearing a Patek Nautilus 5711R.
Beautiful watch. Looks like it's on a leather strap, isn't it?
On a leather strap.
Lovely. Price of this one, Kaylie?
Well, it's worth 105,000.
Okay.
There was no price, was there? We had that conversation.
We had that conversation,
Did
yeah.
you not find? No?
No, that means it must be discontinued.
Okay. Good bit of research there, Kaylie. It must mean.
Sorry. I've
Let's just move on, shall we?
Rice, baby.
Declan Rice.
Yep.
We like him. He's wearing a Rolex Cosmograph Daytona reference
515 LN meteorite dial.
in rose gold.
So
Look
list
at
on
that.
this is 34,850.
Spencer, would you guess the price
Currently
on that?
in the region, I would say about 80,000.
I'm going to go 90,000.
No, it's cheaper than that. It's not 105 anymore.
That's dollars.
That's dollars. There we go. It's about
That's
right.
dollars. Yeah, it's about right, isn't it?
It's about
Yeah.
80,000.
Good that we've got dollars and pounds mixed up. Why? Oh, they're all in dollars. Oh, I see. 34,850 list dollars. Yeah.
Yes, probably about £25.
Absolutely.
Harry
beautiful.
Kane.
Harry
Beautiful.
Kane.
Harry
Right, a little
Kane.
stat on Harry Kane. Ready for this?
Yep.
Predicted to be potentially one of the top goal
Not a goal.
scorers.
Not a goal on
Not
top.
a shot on target in 2 games.
Embarrassing.
Not a shot on target in 2 games. Wow.
Sorry.
He's wearing one of my favourites.
Patek Philippe Aquanaut chronograph 5968G. The list on this is $73,000.
Spencer, I absolutely love that watch.
I would say in the region, we're talking, so that in pounds is about £55. I'd say it's probably about 130.
Dollars or pounds?
Pounds.
Pounds.
Go on, James. What is it? $140. Yeah, you're not far off. That's about right, isn't it?
Do you prefer the green to the blue?
I love them, but I got to be honest with you.
You want both.
The chap I was out with on Saturday has all the colours. I mean, what a relationship he has with Patek. Jonathan Adamson, do you think celebrities actually appreciate the watches they wear, or is it just for status thing for them?
I know some celebrities
I
very
think
much
some
appreciate them.
do. Look, they don't have to work as hard as a lot of people do for them. Some definitely appreciate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and some obviously just because of their status, they get the ability.
I've
to
been
get it
watching
quite
the World
easily.
Cup, and I've been noticing the presenters have been wearing like some unbelievable watches,
Yeah.
and I think to myself, God, that's a lot of watches to take out, for your presenting job that's sitting in your caravan or your hotel room. Amazing stuff.
But they can.
Wow. I think that's all we've got time for this week, guys and girls.
Okay.
It's been
Been a
fun.
pleasure.
Next week, I believe we've got Dimitri coming on. I think he's a little bit better.
That's good.
Okay.
Um,
From COVID.
yeah, he's had a little bit of touch of the COVIDs, so he's going to be joining us next week from D Time Love. So looking forward to having him join us. Probably be the 3rd time I've announced he's going to join us, but I'm hoping this time he will. So that's going to be good. And Spencer, just over to you for your shite outro.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. And remember, if you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.